there. Welcome to another edition of the Maker's Notebook. Thank you for joining us on this quarantine edition. Tracy and I have to record this separately because of the whole social distancing that's happening right now. I'm not going to go into details because I know everyone is pretty much experiencing the same thing. So here we go. This is our attempt to try and share our makes, our whips, our little bit of enhancements, and our finished objects with you despite what's going on. So I hope everyone is being safe out there. Currently, we're in North Carolina, and I believe we're supposed to go into some sort of lockdown. I mean, pretty much everything is locked down. All the restaurants and everything is pretty much closed for indoor dining. Some of them are just closed, period. I know, I'm preaching to the choir. It all seems so surreal, and sorry if I'm not, because I'm using my phone, I'm trying to look at the camera, as opposed to myself. So please bear with me as I get through this. You can find me on Instagram and on Ravelry here. Again, thank you for joining us and tuning in. And I'm just going to get started. One of my finished objects here, it's the Navelli by Caitlin Hunter. And I'll try to stand and show you it. There we go. I used magpie fibers. And let me see the yarn because I don't remember. It's Swanky Sock, which is 80-10-10, cashmere, merino, and nylon. And I used the colors Corsair, Castaway, and Swamp Thing. And Danny, when she was at Black Mountain for the Indie Dye Extravaganza back in, actually last fall, she actually helped me pick out this. It was fun to knit. Well, I got through the color work pretty fast. The only challenge I had was the sleeves. Picking up and knitting that was like, it wasn't so much fun. But the one thing I noticed, because I have small shoulders, I guess, and so this right here bothers me a little bit. So I think what I'll do is just add a couple more stitches here to, bring it in a little bit. So like, yeah. But other than that, I mean, when I was knitting it, I'm like, is this going to be too big? Like, is it going to fit? All her patterns, it always seems like it's going to be too, not all her patterns, me in my head, you know how we imagine ourselves to be, I guess, smaller than what we really are. So I tend to just knit the right size. But this time I just decided I swatched and I was able to obtain gauge with the needles. What needles did I use? Let me see. I think I had to go up a needle size. Sorry, let me just double check. Yeah, I went up to a size 5 needles and I believe it calls for a 4. Yeah, anyway. So I was able to meet gauge perfectly. And I decided to just trust it and just knit the size that I want, and it fits perfect. So lesson learned. And then here's this is a nice feature. Yeah, it's just a little of a pain, but it's worth it, I think, personally. But I like it, and it's cool. Like, it's 80 degrees out and I'm wearing it and it doesn't feel like hot or anything in it. I'm inside, obviously, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I love short sleeve sweaters. Tracy doesn't really like it, right? But I do. Anyway, moving on. Next FO. Ta-da! This one, for both of these sweaters with the color work, I think I always resist it, but it's probably better to go up a needle size in my situation. But I tend not to do that because I'm always afraid like it'll just come out, like the stitches would just be a little too like loosey, not. But I feel like maybe I should have went up a size. Maybe I don't know. I'll have to take a picture of it and show you. Pop it in here. This is by Knit Love Wool. I'm trying to look really quick here. It's Arata by Jennifer Steingass. And I use Barocco Ultra Wool Fine in the colorway Denim. And then Wool Folk, sorry guys. Can't see. Color 01 plus 02. And as I said in the previous podcast, I probably shouldn't have done that. The Barocco, which is super wash, and the Wool Folk, which is not. And but it does. I think I'm of two minds about it because it doesn't matter. I guess because I don't usually put my sweaters in hand knit sweaters in the washer. So, but anyway, this was fun. And the only thing about this color work here is how it goes across the shoulders. So it goes like that. And I find definitely I should have went up a needle size in order for that not to be so exact, so close. Because in the pictures, I noticed the designer, it was a little bit looser. So anyway, I don't know what else to say about this. It was fun, and I love the patterns, and yeah, I'm open. I would knit more of it. I love this roll neck. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I always feel like my sleeves are never even, but I always count them as I'm knitting. I put stitch markers every 10 or so, so I know it's even. It's just sometimes seems not even. Anyway, there we go. Arata completed, and it smells good. I used the Tough Woolens. I think the vanilla chai smells so good. And one more FO. These were. I started these. I looked at it when I started it back in April 2019. Finally finished it. So these are the, I want to say it's Apple Blossom Socks by A Curious Handmade. Sorry, I had it all wrong. It's the Magnolia Socks by Helen Stewart. She's of the Curious Handmade. And I used the Exmoor sock yarn. Here's the label. And I got it from the Woolly Thistle. It's very rustic, and I believe this is a light fingering. I believe it says, let me see, a 4-ply light fingering, 85% Exmoor Blue Face, 15% nylon. I can't tell what color it is. I don't remember. And the color on the tag is kind of not showing up. But here we go. I knit the size medium. I have my sock box, but I'm too lazy to go get it. It's in a box because we're in a temporary situation here. We sold our house back in February, so we are in an apartment until we find our next place, hopefully soon. Apartment living. We haven't lived in an apartment for 5 years, and usually we try to look for apartments where there's no one beneath us or under us because of the noise factor for us. So we have a son, and he runs around the place, and I'm sure that's annoying. And back when we lived in California, the people under us would complain because we would run our blender. So after that situation, we decided the next 2 places that we lived were like townhouses, or there was nothing under us or above us. So now we're back in somebody under us and now above us. And you hear all the things. I mean, it feels like the person upstairs is like stomping. So I try to walk around very lightly. It's very hard because I'm a heavy walker. But, and then you just hear like a cat. It must be a cat, right? Like running back and forth, like they're playing with it and it's just throwing things maybe. And the cat is one. You can hear that. You can hear other things too. But, anyway. So yeah, I finally finished this. It's very rustic and knitting this wasn't a whole lot of fun. And it's not because of the pattern, because the pattern is just like well written. I mean, each line, each round has like, she's outlined it, like lists it, and then how many stitches you have to have at a certain point, and then 30%, 20%, when you're 30% done, 50% done, this whole thing. So it's very easy to follow. I mean, very. So I didn't like knitting it because of the yarn. It's very thin, like thin. I don't know. It says 4-ply, but I guess because it's light fingering, but it feels like string to me. So, but then when I finished the one side, I was like, and I tried it on, I was like, oh, it fits so good. Like, it feels good on the foot too, on the feet. So, anyway, here's a close-up. It's beautiful. I love pattern. I love these kind of socks. So another one to add to the pile. I have another one. I started also, but it's using the Mischief Managed by Nomadic Yarns. And I think I'm going to undo it. I'll show it next podcast, only because I probably would have, casted it on and have something to show. But yeah, that's coming along. And then we'll dive right into whips. So we cast it on, guys, I'm sorry. Cast it on the Wave of Change. I got to undo some stitches because now I can't show you this. The Wave of Change by Bayron Handmade. I think we're a little too late for her knit along. So that we're not joining for that reason, but Tracy and Katuska of At Between These Stitches, follow her on Instagram, and she has an audio podcast too, so definitely check her out. We three are doing it, and feel free to join us. I mean, more the merrier, right? Anyway. I'm using Brooklyn Tweed Quarry. We all are using Quarry. And the color I'm using is, I think it's called, no, I could be getting it mixed up. Lucite? What do I do with the label? Sorry guys, I thought I brought it in here with me, but I'll flash it here. But anyway, I bought 5 balls. I'm thinking, okay, so here's the thing. I didn't make gauge with this. It's supposed to be 14 stitches. And I got 13. So I was off. So I decided rather, I did go down a needle size and I'm still at like 13 stitches. So I decided to go down a needle size and just knit the bigger side, the larger size. So I'm knitting the size 3. I probably would have knitted the 2, but I'm knitting the 3. So I think I might need another skein of yarn, but we'll see. I'll wait till I get to that point and then maybe place an order somewhere. Hopefully their colors do not differ too much between lots. Otherwise, I can always just put it in the sleeve. It shouldn't be too bad. So here we go. Yes, I love that black thing. The light is kind of blowing it out a little bit because it's really, yeah, maybe that's the color there. And you see those flecks of turquoise and so forth. It's very nice. I have probably a few rows away, probably 5 or so away from separating for sleeves. Probably a little bit more, but anyway, I'm getting there. I'm at 200 stitches, and I think I have to end at 256. There we go. And then split the sleeves. Fun. It's just knit. The only problem I'm having, I guess, the only complaint I would say is this bulky yarn with any needle, because I tried it on the what's the other needle? I tried it on another needle, and that was more metal, and same situation. So it's not because it's the but because of the thickness or heaviness of the yarn, the bulkiness of the yarn, it just makes it hard to like you're tugging a lot, right? As you're knitting, you have to be pulling. It's getting tight. I think my purl stitches anyway is off, because the way I purl, I just throw it as opposed to, but so far so good. It's very light, and I can't wait to wear this next fall, because I think we're going into summer. It's getting warm here now, so I don't think I'll get to use that until later this year. Anyway, that's whip number 1. Whip number 2 is the Petits Picots. I think that's what it's called. Petits Picots by Lisa of Espace Tricot. And when I saw her wearing this wrap in the last podcast, I was like, I gotta have that. It's so beautiful, even though it's the simplest thing, and it kind of reminds me of a Stephen West pattern I knit, the vertices with just the directional. But man, it's so beautiful. So I'm also using La Bien-Aimée yarn singles I got from the trunk show. They had La Bien-Aimée had trunk show at Charlotte Yarn, and this is what I'm using. There you go. I'm on the first section really, but it's going pretty fast. I wish I'll probably be done with this section probably today or maybe tomorrow. I went down the needle size only because I don't want it too big. I want it big, but not too big, like too much. But anyway, I was trying to get you, I'm trying to get you the name of the yarn. Okay, it's La Bien-Aimée Patagonia and then Emmeline. And so this color, oops, I'm unraveling things here. So this and this will be the stripes and then the edging. I can't wait for this. So nice. And it's pretty much memorizable. It's just keep it reading your pattern, reading your knitting to know where you are. And and it's just four rows of repeating, which out of the 4, there's only one difference. Row 1 and then rows 2, 3, and 4 is the same thing. So there you go. Fun, fun, fun. Then the only other whip I have is the Traveling Afghan by 2 of Wands in collaboration with Lion Brand. I joined in. So I'm mixing up my squares with knitting and crocheting. So my crocheting is tending to be a little off in size from my knitting. I don't know, it's weird. I don't care. I'm just going to work with it. Just pull. So anyway, I think, okay, so this is the square one and it's a crochet. And this is Lion Brand. I believe it's the Rose Heather colorway. This is number 2. I knit it. Man, knit stitches, they block out so, I don't know, it looks really good blocked to me. This is probably my favorite, actually. Yeah. This is number 3. Number 4. Yeah, I mean, they're okay. So I have to do number 5, and I see it just came out with number 6. So that's when I feel like doing something, I don't know, different. I want to join in on Casapinka released a crochet pattern for little squares, 3x3s, and then you join them all together. And then Chelsea Yarns is selling the minis, which, I mean, I have a lot of minis, so just leftover yarn and some minis, treasured minis, and I want to try and talk myself into using some of that, the treasured ones. The leftovers, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's, you know, I'll use those, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that one. And the only next thing I have printed and ready to cast on is by Tamy Gore, The Color Craving. And here's what I'm thinking of using. The Boardwalk blend that from Chelsea Yarns. So beautiful. I want to use it in a like, I'm trying to talk myself into using it for this color craze, but oh man, I feel it's like too precious to put in a shawl that I have a gazillion shawls. So I would love to get another skein and use it in a maybe ranunculus. Wouldn't that be very nice? Or maybe put this in the color craze and then order 2 more skeins for a ranunculus, right? That's where my head is at. Anyway, I'm thinking of using my leftover Navelli yarn. So this and this, right? And then as well as, so like that. I don't know, I'll show you, I'll flash a picture. But I'm pretty excited about that because, you know, I love brioche and I would like to, yeah, knit some brioche. So that should, I foresee casting that on when I get to a good point with these other 2 projects. And that's it as far as whips and all that good stuff that I'm currently working on. As far as acquisitions, I mean, you saw I got the quarry, and another thing I got, which in an effort to support my local yarn shop, I'm trying to spread the love to everybody. So the first one is Cheers to You. Sorry, the hand-dyed Diva, but she's the owner of Cheers to You. Isn't that beautiful? Gigi. After seeing all that orange that Gigi has, and it looks so beautiful, I'm like, okay, it's so out of my wheelhouse. I should make some. But anyway, I feel like I'm going to make socks with these from one of these. Tracy and I picked ours up from our local yarn store, Hearts on Fiber. So, oh my God. I'm not going to go, I haven't even looked at this really yet. And I'm not going to show you anything in here only because everybody else has been. So anyway, we got that. So I'm going to knit a pair of socks. Who knows? I might want to knit an orange sweater or something. Wrap, something. So fun and so cheery for what's going on. You know, for what we're living through right now. It's really uplifting to look at such, you know, a color like this. Bright and cherry. You can't help but be bright and cherry in this. I see why Gigi is always so energetic. Yeah, that color it's all about the color. The other thing I picked up was this, the Pompom magazine. It's a very nice one. Definitely. I want to knit that, and you know, so I can see myself knitting most of the patterns in here. So, anyway, yeah, so many good ones. Anyway, I'm sure you guys have heard about it. And the other thing I picked up was this, because Tracy and I took a class at Hearts on Fiber to learn to weave. And so while there, I only did this part. Since we've done it, which has been a few weeks now, this is all I've done. Added this, and I added this blue part. It's fun. I keep passing it every day, trying to think what to do next. I shouldn't overthink it. I should just do it. But anyway, so we got this from the class, Louette, I believe. Yeah. It's fun. I mean, it's a nice way to use up any scrap yarns that you have. Just that I have so many hobbies. I definitely want to finish it, and I definitely want to make more. Just need more hours in the day, people. More hours. Because, so now with school being, with the quarantine, I've been homeschooling my son. And, man, it's a boy. Obvious, son boy. But getting him to be motivated to it's only a little bit of work. And I'm like, if you focus, get it done. It'll be done. You'll be done, and you'll have the rest of the day to... No, we go all the way into the evening with this thing. And, yeah. God bless all teachers. And you should be paid more, for sure. The other thing I got from Hand-Dyed Diva is this little bag. Yeah. Hanging off this bag here that Tracy and I have collaborated with a company to make these for us. And so, yeah, we plan to make these available in the very near future. Of course, this is our first go at it, so it's really nice because now you can, what we envisioned is that you can walk around and knit. So, try to demonstrate this. So you have it like that. And yeah, knit. So I posted a picture of Tracy using it in my Instagram feed. I'll post a picture here as well. And Katusta's taken some pictures for us, and you can see it also. I believe. Yeah, I believe she has a couple, at least probably one on her Instagram. But that's all I have. With us doing it this way, we just fit it in wherever we can. Hopefully we can do this at least weekly, maybe. It depends how much we can knit. But, I figure short and sweet is also good. So here we go. We'll try to come again pretty soon. In the meantime, Tracy, what do you have to show us?
Hi, how you doing? How's lockdown going? It's going okay over here. As you know, the kids are doing e-learning. So, my older one, she's good at being self-sufficient. Is the little one that needs a lot more hand-holding. So, I've been trying to keep her busy. A lot of reading. She's been playing a lot of games on Prodigy. She loves doing that. But to do anything else is like pulling teeth. Ugh. Anyway, the one thing I wish I had done before this lockdown was get my hair done. Need a haircut so bad. Anyway, want to see what I've been working on? Oh, actually, want to see my finished object? Ta-da! Look at it. Ha 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 ha! This is Ingalls by Caitlin Hunter. This was Sueño, haiku by Schedule Sueño. which is a DK weight yarn, and the color is Gray Heather. And then the color work is Primrose Yarns, and the color is I believe it's called what did I say it's called? Copper Penny Dreadful. Yeah, it turned out perfect. I used a size, I knitted an extra small because I didn't want it too big. My regular size would have been really, I had a lot of ease and I didn't want that. I don't like sweaters to make me look baggy. So I knitted an extra small and oh my gosh, perfect fit. This is pre-blocked, by the way. So I'm afraid to block it. I don't want it to get too big. I don't want the sleeves to be too big. I don't want it the length hitting me perfect right in the hip area. I don't want it to be too big. The neckline is perfect. It's not up here choking me and it's not down here too loose. It's just perfect. I think I have a new favorite sweater now. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. Well, actually, I should say that's my finished object. You want to see what else I've been working on? Actually finished. The French Market Bag by 2 of Wands. Ha 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 ha. So this is a free pattern on Ravelry, and if you want in PDF form, you can pay for it. I believe it's like $3 or something like that. But it's a crochet project, and it's straight crocheting, right? And then you do some decreased double crochets, I believe, or single crochets, and then you make the handles, and boom, there it is. I'm thinking of putting a button right here. What do you think? Too much? Yeah, this is the button I have in my stash. Put it right there. That'd be cute, right? I think. So it's my bag I can take to the grocery store, to the beach, on yarn shop excursions. You know, you don't always want to take a bag there. I feel bad taking a bag. And I, don't like always stuffing it in my purse because sometimes I don't want to take a purse. So this will be ideal, right? Excited. Can't wait to use it. So last time we podcast, I showed you that I was working on Andrea Mowry's So Faded Pint Size for Alexia. And I didn't fade it. But I did use the Barocco Vintage yarn, which I believe is a DK weight. And I got to the bottom, I believe. Since then, I've put on one sleeve and I've done the neckline, but I still have a sleeve to go. And the reason being, it's because I only have this much yarn left. So I was to get to the yarn store before all this, the barcode, this virus happened, and haven't been able to. So I know Kim at the yarn. I know the yarn stores are taking orders on the phone or on the internet, and they're either shipping it to you or you can go pick it up, drive by, and they'll bring it out to your car for you, which is a great way to support the local yarn shops, right? I need to get around to doing that. Just haven't had the time to do much. So, because homeschool teaching and all that stuff. So, yeah. So I still need to do that. But it's so nice. I'm like really impressed with this yarn. It looks really good, So another thing I have been working on, I've been working on so much stuff. I can't wait to show you. Is Missoni Accomplished by Espace Tricot. Last time I showed you, I haven't made much movement on this because I was working on other things. But I think last time I showed you, I only got up to here, part of the color work. So I'm very close to the bottom hem rib to do the ribbon. And then once I bind that off, I can put on the sleeves and I'll be done. Can't wait to, I wasn't crazy about the color combo, but it's growing on me. So I don't know if you remember, but I used Magpie Fibers DK weight yarn, and I believe, I'll send you all the details, but The color is Mesa, and it's Swanky DK. And the color contrast is Nut House La Di Da DK, and the color is Deco. And it's fairly straightforward knitting. Just got to pay attention to your color work and make sure your gauge is not all over the place like mine. But you know, I'm gonna get better at it. I know I am. So I gotta start back that. And during all this virus stuff, I had a castonitis, so I cast it on. This. This is the Triangular Shawl, Susan Joy's Triangular Shawl by, if I remember her name correctly, Andy Fagan. Triangular Shawl. It's fairly simple, easy knit. That's the back side. It's the yarn I'm using is native fiber. It's really pretty yarn. Pebble base, and the color is Climbing Ivy. The colorway, I should say. It's nice, very nice. Some people pair their yarn with mohair, but I'm not a big fan of mohair. So, I love the way it looks. I just don't like the way it feels. On me, that is. And I know they have other options out there, but it's so pricey. I need to look into another option instead of mohair. So, in terms of knitting, that's what I have. I have been waiting for the traveling Afghan blanket square to come out, and I think I saw it last night. So I printed it out, and I didn't get that far on it because I only casted it on this morning. So this is what I have so far. This is square number 6. Square number 6. And the yarn I'm using, I believe I mentioned it in the last podcast, is Loops and Threads Impeccable Yarn, and the color is Putty Majestic, I believe, or Magist. But anyway, I guess I could interchange it with colors, but I kind of like the neutral tones. You know me, I love neutral tones. Grays, taupes, beiges, whites. That's me. So, I also have been working on ta-da-da-da, Baby Yoda, isn't it cute? So when you told me I should try and do these little stuffies, I always said to myself, no, that's not for me. Nah. Mm-mm. And it's like, I did this and I got hooked. And I think I must have spent doing this one weekend in a day or so. So of course the kids saw this and now they want one each. Anyway, I'm out of this yarn though, so I have to get more of this yarn. And the jacket is almost done. Isn't it the cutest thing ever? Anyway, get losing focus. I need to crochet some feet, some arms, and some ears, and then I gotta add the eyes and the nose, and then attach the body parts, the hands and everything, and then attach sleeves onto the jacket, and then voila, done. It's a free pattern on Ravelry that I found. It's fairly easy. I'm gonna need your help though to help me attach body parts because I have no clue what I'm doing. So I'm gonna need help. Yeah, it's so cute. I can't wait to be done. But when I went online looking for this yarn, which I should mention, the yarn I use is called Amigurumi. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. The lighting, sorry, it's so bright. On a rainy day, it's bright in here, huh? And the colorways. Do you know when I went online looking for these colorways, the one store it was sold out of, and I put my name on the list maybe a week or 2 ago, asking them to send me a notification when they get more in stock, and I haven't received anything yet. That's popular, the color. So I guess I could order more from the yarn store we went to, but I don't know. we'll see. It's not like it's dire important that I finish it today. So, but it's so cute. The girls want one each. Now I want one. And what else have I been working on? You ask. Remember that weaving class we took at Hearts on Fiber? Da, 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 da. This is as far as I got. I haven't given it much attention in the last week and a half because I've been crocheting and knitting a lot to keep my mind and my hands busy. I know you're doing the same too, right? To keep your mind afloat, to keep you in that happy place, right? So I know Lily at the store showed us couple stitches. She showed us the knot. She showed us this one here and the basic stitch. So I need to finish it. So I want to repeat this pattern one more time and then top it off with that, which is the main color. Hopefully by the time this virus slows down, we can go back out to the yarn shop and maybe Lily can show us again how to, not again, but she can show us how to take this off the loom so we can hang it. I'm excited. Can't wait to spend some more time on it. So much to do. So much to do. So much to do. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. So, since I'm done with this Ingalls sweater, I think I'm ready to cast on something else. Because I want to, because I can. I want to cast on Wave of Change Jacket by Denise Bayron. This is the yarn I plan to use. I did meet gauge. I had to go outside and count my stitches. Age and eyes and whatnot. So I thought I wasn't meeting gauge, but then when I went outside and I counted it, I did. But the rows, I think I was just one off. But this is the yarn I'm using. This is a Query by Brooklyn Tweed. And the color is... I didn't write it down. Sorry. I thought I had the color. The color is hematite. But yeah, this is the yarn. And this is a departure from my typical gray color that I like. And this is like a burgundy-ish reddish with red flecks and black flecks in there. Can you see it? Yeah, it's a little change, right? But it'll be a nice jacket, I think. Be nice, especially in the fall. Yeah, I'm excited to get that started. Hopefully in the next day or so. I really wanted to start it today, but I really got to make some movement on a couple of my other projects. So I'm not like losing focus here. And then last week when we went to that trunk show at Charlotte Yarn, I picked up this 3 skeins of Lavinia May, and as usual, I gravitate to gray. And I don't know what to make with it. I don't want to make a shawl. I don't. I'm thinking of a sweater and adding this on top as the color work. What do you think? It's a single ply, and I'm thinking a sweater just take forever because it's a finger and weight single ply. However, I've noticed like finger and weight sweater out here is ideal for the weather out here because it's not too cold. So let me know what you think. Am I mad for doing a sweater in this weight? But the colors look great together, right? Let me know.